Good morning. It's March 31st, and this is your daily brief in science. Here's everything you need to know. A new ocean model, Oceananigans.jl, is making waves in the field of climate science by achieving unprecedented high-resolution ocean simulations. This model, developed in Julia, operates at a horizontal resolution of 488 meters, allowing it to simulate 15 days of ocean activity for every real day, utilizing 768 NVIDIA A100 GPUs. At a coarser resolution of 10 kilometers, Oceananigans can simulate the global ocean at an impressive rate of 9.9 simulated years per day using just 68 A100 GPUs. This represents a significant leap in energy efficiency and computational capability compared to previous ocean simulations, which, although they could achieve finer resolutions than 5 kilometers, required considerably more computational resources. Current climate models typically function at coarse resolutions of 25 to 100 kilometers, which restricts their accuracy and limits the simulation of localized extreme events and critical processes such as ocean turbulence and cloud dynamics. The high-resolution capabilities of Oceananigans are essential for making more accurate predictions for specific regions, which are vital for local adaptation and mitigation strategies against climate change. The advancements made by Oceananigans make it feasible to routinely incorporate 10-kilometer resolution into climate simulations, crucial for accurately modeling ocean macro turbulence. However, even at a 1-kilometer resolution, many climate-relevant processes remain unresolved, signaling the need for further breakthroughs in model accuracy and data assimilation techniques. Efficient resource utilization is key for enabling large ensembles of simulations, which are necessary to explore various emission scenarios and assess uncertainties in climate predictions. Oceananigans.jl is part of the Climate Modeling Alliance's initiative to improve the ocean component of climate models, addressing significant uncertainties related to the ocean's role in heat and carbon cycles. Innovations in this model include new numerical methods for finite volume fluid dynamics on the sphere and optimized algorithms for simulating ocean-free surface dynamics, which enhance GPU scalability. The European Medicines Agency, or EMA, has made a significant decision regarding donanemab, a drug aimed at treating early Alzheimer's disease. They have rejected its marketing authorization, citing the insufficient benefits it offers in light of the associated risks. Despite donanemab's approval in several countries, including the USA, Japan, China, and the UK, EMA experts have concluded that the risks outweigh the potential benefits for patients. Known commercially as Kisunla, donanemab is a monoclonal antibody targeting amyloid beta in the brain, intended to slow the progression of Alzheimer's in adults with mild cognitive impairment or mild dementia. However, the drug has been linked to amyloid-related imaging abnormalities, or ARIA, which can cause serious side effects such as brain swelling and bleeding. In clinical trials, ARIA was reported in 36.8% of patients receiving donanemab, with serious incidents resulting in 3 deaths, raising significant safety concerns. Dr. Ann Fitzer-Bilsing from the Alzheimer Research Initiative expressed surprise at the EMA's decision, noting that donanemab shares a similar risk-benefit profile with lecanemab, which was recently approved. Currently, there are no approved medications in the EU that directly influence the progression of Alzheimer's disease, though lecanemab has received a favorable recommendation from the EMA. The manufacturer of donanemab now has a 15-day window to request a re-examination of the EMA's decision, which may allow for a further review of the drug's approval. The EMA has recognized the ongoing unmet medical need for effective Alzheimer's treatments, taking into account feedback from healthcare professionals and patients. As of late 2023, around 1.8 million people in Germany are living with dementia, primarily due to Alzheimer's disease, highlighting the urgency for effective treatments. Data from the Trailblazer-ALZ 2 clinical trial indicated a minimal difference in cognitive decline between donanemab and placebo, with scores worsening by 10 points in the treatment group compared to 13 in the placebo group. While donanemab may slow Alzheimer's progression, it does not cure or halt the disease, and the potential side effects have raised alarms among EMA officials. Antibiotic resistance is emerging as a critical global health challenge, with nearly 4.95 million deaths linked to it in 2019. Of these, 1.27 million deaths were directly associated with bacterial antimicrobial resistance. The COVID-19 pandemic has exacerbated this issue, as many patients received unnecessary antibiotic treatments, increasing the prevalence of antibiotic-resistant bacteria and antibiotic resistance genes in hospitals. Research indicates that hospital wastewater is a significant contributor to this problem, often containing a higher prevalence of critical antibiotic resistance genes, particularly for carbapenem-resistant bacteria and methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus, or MRSA. Alarmingly, MRSA was found exclusively in hospital wastewater, highlighting hospitals as major sources of antibiotic resistance. Furthermore, vancomycin-resistant enterococci were frequently detected in these settings, illustrating the selective pressures present in healthcare environments. The World Health Organization has identified carbapenem-resistant Enterobacteriales as high-priority pathogens, with a notable prevalence in hospital wastewater. However, current wastewater treatment methods often fail to effectively remove antibiotic resistance genes, signaling an urgent need for improved technologies and protocols. The study emphasizes the importance of effective hospital wastewater treatment processes, especially during public health emergencies like the COVID-19 pandemic. In China, the prevalence of carbapenem-resistant Klebsiella pneumoniae rose from 6.4% in 2014 to 10.8% in 2023, with significant resistance rates observed for Escherichia coli and Klebsiella pneumoniae against third-generation cephalosporins. Various detection methods for antibiotic resistance genes and bacteria, such as culture-based techniques, PCR, and metagenomics, each have their own strengths and weaknesses. Given the substantial role of hospital wastewater in spreading antibiotic resistance genes into the environment, a comprehensive review of their prevalence and treatment is essential. Construction is nearing completion on the high-energy photon source, or HEPS, located just 50 kilometers north of Beijing. This facility is on track to become the world's brightest X-ray light source, a significant advancement in scientific research capabilities. Once operational, HEPS will produce X-ray beams that are 1 trillion times brighter than the sun's surface, surpassing other similar facilities globally. The operation of HEPS involves accelerating electrons to near light speeds, which generates high-energy light particles. Researchers will utilize these particles to examine material structures at unprecedented levels of detail. Pan Weyman, the project director, has highlighted that HEPS will enable groundbreaking observations of the microscopic world and allow for the manipulation of matter in ways previously unattainable. Currently, the facility is undergoing light commissioning, a critical phase that focuses on system testing prior to the initiation of trial operations. HEPS is expected to be fully operational by late 2025, paving the way for advancements in various fields, including materials science, biomedicine, and physics. Since the 1970s, over 70 similar light sources have been constructed worldwide, greatly contributing to scientific discoveries such as understanding virus structures and enhancing material technology. A groundbreaking development in gene therapy has emerged with the introduction of a light-inducible RNA base editor. This innovative technology allows for precise and reversible regulation of gene expression, addressing a significant challenge in the field: the need for effective control over therapeutic gene expression. Researchers have designed this photoactivatable RNA base editor to enhance both the safety and efficacy of gene therapies. By enabling tunable control over gene expression levels, this technology opens new avenues for therapeutic applications. The implications of this research are particularly noteworthy for in vivo gene therapy, where controlled gene expression can significantly impact treatment outcomes. The findings, led by researchers Li and their team, were published in the journal Nature Biotechnology on March 31, 2025. As the scientific community explores these advancements, the potential for this technology to transform gene therapy practices continues to grow, offering hope for more effective and safer treatments in the future. This has been your daily brief in science. To read more about these stories, follow the links in the episode bio. You can also subscribe to these updates via email at www.brief.news. For more daily podcasts about the topics you love, visit brief.news/podcasts. Tune in tomorrow. We'll be back with everything you need to know.